she is going to introduce you to a fine young man that will introduce President Clinton. Thank you so much for coming. We love you all. Thank you. All yours, girl. Go get it. Oh, come on. One more piece. One more piece. Oh. Don't break it down. No. Good morning, Edwardsville. This is very exciting. And it's hard to follow someone to try to top that enthusiasm, but she's great, isn't she? Thanks, Georgia. And Georgia's one of these people along this whole campaign who have become my friends, which is probably why I'm here today, is to tell you about my friends of over 50 years. All of you, I want you to think right now about that best friend you've had for years, who you can call when times are good, when times are bad, the one you want to tell things to. And that's my girlfriend, Hillary. Hillary Diane Rodham Clinton. You know, we were born and raised in Park Ridge, Illinois, not too far out of Chicago. So Illinois is her home state. We got to remember that, right? When she comes to Illinois, she's coming home. And coming home to friends. Do you know, not too long ago during Iowa, I took 25 of the classmates who had known her for at least 50 years. 25 60-year-olds, you put them in a bus. It's just like a field trip, you know, from second grade. I could count, I could predict which one's going to say, oh, it's cold back here. Same personalities. But they love her enough to get into an ice storm in Iowa and to get out there and tell the world of Iowa about their friend Hillary. But it's not just the fun of us being together, which it is. It's a lot of fun. It's great to know that those choices you made when you were 5 or 10 or 15 years old about friends hold true when you're 60 at the same time. But the value of friendship is most important to us. But we aren't in the, as Georgia was talking about her grandchildren, we're not going to leave this world just anyone to take care of our children and our grandchildren. And we 25 on that bus had that advantage that this is not only the best candidate, it's also our friend. So I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, as Georgia said, you listen to this woman and hear well what she has to say and what she will do. Because I'll tell you, the one thing about Hillary through the years is she's a great listener. She will listen to what this country needs, what this world needs. Think about the nurturing that we need right now. We've all had, as a country, a rough time. And we need to be able to make that call to a friend in the middle of the night. And I want to know that that person handling this country is the one that would pick up that phone for me. She's got that spirit of life. She loves to help people. I tell her she likes to tidy up. You know, you'll watch her in a line. If you ever see her on TV, or if she were here today, and there's a rope line, and somebody says, could we have a picture taken? Here's Hillary. Somebody hands a camera to somebody to take the picture, and she'll go, wait, you're not going to get the best picture. Take your thumb off that, do this. She has to organize the group. I told her she's really a frustrated events manager. And don't we want that? We want someone who will Xerox the paper as well as make the policy. Nothing is below what she's going to help us do. So, Edwardsville, get ready. You're going to have the number one surrogate is going to be speaking. But when I was talking about friends, I have met a new friend today, Kouri Marshall. Young man, I know he's at the Carbondale campus, but you'll forgive him for that, right? Great young man. And he was telling me how at 6 years of age, when he was growing up in Peoria, he started to become politically involved. It was fascinating to him. And as a teenager, worked hard for Al Gore's election and cried when that didn't come to fruition. But it hasn't diminished his efforts. He's worked hard. He's a graduate student in public affairs at the university. Will graduate in May. Hopes to go on to do something in politics. And I think when you hear him speak today, you'll understand why. So I thank you for welcoming me to your community and to turning down the wind from last night. My goodness, quite a bit different. But then I am from Chicago, the Windy City, so I do know what he's talking about. So, may I introduce you now to Kouri Marshall, and I thank you once again.
I can sense that we are ready for Solutions for America. Hello, my name is Kouri Marshall, and I'm a graduate student at Southern Illinois University Carbondale. And my generation is excited about the results that we know Hillary Clinton will produce once we elect her as the 44th President of the United States of America. Today, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce her husband, a modern-day servant leader, one that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would be proud of. By this opportunity to introduce a man who has demonstrated through his service and actions that he understands and respects the high call of service to all of humanity. I am honored to introduce a man of vision who has been willing to look over the hill and beyond the dark plain to a better and brighter day for all Americans. It was not long ago that we had a balanced budget, a real sense of fairness in Washington, the respect of the international community, and an educational system that did not talk about leaving no child behind, but one that uplifted hopeful urban and rural American children. And he did not leave them behind. Since his days as a passionate young leader in Arkansas, to his days as a world leader in the White House, he fought for real change that we all can be proud of and transformed a broken nation into an oasis of hope, opportunity, and economic prosperity for all. We welcome him with Southern Illinois pride. We are energized, qualified, experienced, resourceful, and ready to lead. Are we ready for change? I don't think we're ready for change in here yet. Are we really ready for change? Are we ready for the future? Are we going to take back change? Are we ready to take back America? Then let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great confidence in his character that I introduce the next first man of the United States of America, President William Jefferson Clinton.
Thank you, Kouri Marshall, for the introduction. Mayor Frank Bergman, thank you for being here, and Chancellor Vandegrift and all the rest of the folks at SIUE, thank you for having me here on your 50th anniversary.